Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be going over the new Lisa Eldridge launch items that I purchased. So if you're interested in seeing that, I've got the lip glosses, lipstick, blushes, and the highlighter. So if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Before we get into that though, if you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video from me. I do a lot of panning content and a lot of just general makeup enthusiast content. So if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe. All right, you guys. So I was super excited for the Lisa Eldridge launch and I kind of went a little wild with this launch. Unfortunately for me, or luckily for me, this launch happened like right when I got a bonus from work, so I let myself splurge a bit and that's why I have all of this stuff. I actually ended up making two separate purchases, so I did get two of the gifts with purchase, the makeup bags, so I got a green one and a red one. These are really nice. I really like her makeup bags. They do work really well for just organization or just like transporting different things. So I did get these, but I'm not going to really go into them. And I finally have my two orders. The second one shipped before the first one, and then the first one got sent to my parents' house. Anyway, I have them all here. I have done like demos of me trying these on, not like a talk through, but just like me filming while I was watching YouTube videos. So I will overlay the demos as I'm talking about them. In the future, I would love to do a like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts video trying on the blushes and the lipsticks. However, I would like to do that in natural sunlight, and the weather forecast, I don't know if you can see that, is like all rain for the next week. So I would like to do that eventually, but for right now, I just did like artificial lighting. It actually looks, no, it's still pretty dark out. It looks like it's lighter than it is through the curtains, but yeah, let's just hop into the video. So first up, I want to talk about the Elevated Glow, and that is her liquid highlight. And so as you can see, it's on my cheeks today, and it is very, very glowy. It makes my cheeks just look so like juicy is like the word I want to use. So let me show you. I got the shade Crystal Nebula. And it's just in this little bottle. I actually thought it was going to be bigger, but like, I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with the size. This is a liquid highlighter, and let me just read you a little bit off the website. If you hear Scooter in the background, my messy bed, he's whining because my boyfriend left. But, okay. So I was discussing, or I started talking about the description of Elevated Glow. Alright, so Crystal Nebula is a light golden champagne and beautifully complements light skin tones. Elevated Glow highlighter is designed to add an amplified luminous glow to the high points of the face whilst simultaneously delivering some serious skin benefits in a subtle lifting, tightening, and smoothing effect. An ingenious glow / skincare hybrid with a subtle skin tightening and smoothing effect. Elevated Glow contains lots of small multicolored shimmering pearls and a sheer, lightly tinted and skin adaptive base. The level of shimmer on the skin depends on how much you apply to the start with a small dot and build to the desired level of glow you prefer. So I applied this to my cheeks today. I just did one small dot and this is the glow. I feel like this would be beautiful as a priming, like glowy primer as well, or a foundation mix-in. I've only tried it as a highlighter so far, and this retails for $38 US. Mine shipped to me from the US, and it's also free US shipping. I'm not sure if that's the same for the EU or the UK if you guys get free shipping. So that's something I really like as well, is that it doesn't have to fly over the ocean. It is literally just, it shipped to me from Ohio, which is great because I'm in Michigan. And so far I've used this a few times already and I love this. I mean, this glow is beautiful. There's something natural about it while also being super intense. I don't know, it just looks like I got out of a good like gym workout session. I don't know. I was between this shade and Cosmic Rose. And I'm glad I like this shade. I do wish I got Cosmic Rose just because I do have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and they're kind of they're not similar in texture at all, but they're similar in color. So I just wish I got the more rosy pink one just to have a different shade. But I do really, really love this, and it just looks so beautiful and seamless on the skin. Like it is, it's her seamless skin range. It just looks so natural but also bold, and I really love this. So that's a highlighter. Again, I apologize if you hear my dog in the background. He's working on his anxiety, just like me. Okay, so next up I want to talk about the Elevated Enlivening Blush. I wasn't planning on buying 3, but here we are. I have seen, I think most of the blush shades are sold out, but I believe I've seen on her Instagram that they are planning on restocking, and she will announce a date in her newsletter and on her Instagram soon. So if you're interested, stay tuned for that, and you should be able to pick them up, which is great because she usually only launches a few times a year. So I got 3 shades. I got the shades Mountain Walk, I got Venetian Red, and I got Dantes Dream, which Dantes Dream is what's on my cheeks today. I feel like the glow is overpowering it a little bit. So I'll go over the blush formula in general. So this is a unique and innovative makeup/skincare hybrid formula suffused with blurring and lifting skincare ingredients. Non-greasy and non-comedogenic, the super light cream blush is incredibly easy to apply and blend. You only need the tiniest amount to start building the desired intensity, all the while feeling comfortable in imparting dewy hydration. A translucent, natural skin-like finish that is neither too dewy or too matte. And so I got the shade Dantes Dream, which I said again is what I'm wearing right now. And Dantes Dream is described as a beautiful tawny rosewood shade that imparts skin with a subtle brownie pink blush. It looks great on light to medium skin tones, and she named the shade after a painting by Rossetti that she saw in a gallery as a teenager. So that's that shade. And then the shade Mountain Walk I also bought. I bought this specifically because in her like launch video she talked about how this is kind of like you just came in from like a cool brisk walk. She says Mountain Walk is an intense blue based raspberry pink that imparts skin with a freshly flushed cheek redolent of a brisk walk outdoors. It works well on all skin tones, but apply this shade sparingly on lighter skin tones. I love the Dolomites in the mountains, mountainous northern Italy. There is a particularly flush to the cheeks after an early morning hike that I wanted to recapture with this shade. I definitely agree. Go lightly if you have a light skin tone with this shade, but it is beautiful. I have worn this one and Dantes Dream like I'm wearing today. I have not used the next one, which is a Venetian Red. And I bought this because it on the model it looked like it would be like a nice like sunburny blush look, which I love that shade. So she describes Venetian Red as a rich red brown which imparts all skin tones with a red, earthy realness. I'm obsessed with artist pigments, and if I hadn't become a makeup artist, I think I would have been a restorer of old paintings. I'm fascinated by aged pigments, and particularly colors used by Renaissance painters. So that's this shade, and I haven't used this one yet. Now, so she describes this as a super light cream blush, easy to apply and blend. I definitely agree. These are so easy to blend, and I'm usually not someone who likes to use my fingers with makeup products, but something just felt so natural to me to apply this with just my 2 fingers. I think for today's application, I used my fingers, and did I use a brush on one side? I honestly can't remember. Sorry. Oh yeah, I did use a brush as well. Sorry, it's been, like I said, it's been a weird day. Our unit isn't like flooding, but like some people are dealing with leaks, and there's leaks in the hallway. It's been wild. I like both with fingers and a brush. I actually do really prefer my fingers, which is a surprise for me because I usually don't. And then I did tone it down just a little bit by using a wet beauty blender just to tone it down a little bit. So yeah, I would definitely agree that these are super light and easy to blend. And then she also says there is a translucent natural skin-like finish, which is not too dewy or too matte. I definitely agree. It's very skin-like, very natural, and yeah, there's like a translucency to it, which it's pigmented. I know Peculiar Lane in her video, I hope I'm saying her name right, she mentioned how it's translucent but pigmented, and I totally agree. Like, you get nice pigment, but you can see your skin through it. Like, I have very light freckles and like blemish marks, and I can see it through the blush, which I think just looks really beautiful and really natural. So I really like these blushes. I don't think I mentioned the price. These are $34 US. So I really love this formula so far. And I'm really happy with the colors I bought so far. Like I said, I haven't tried Venetian Red yet, but I will use it maybe in a future video just so you guys can see it. And I think I mentioned, like I said, I got interrupted. I know I want to do a lip swatch video, but I also want to do a cheek swatch video with these. So, once I finally have some natural lighting I can work with, I will do that for you guys. Next, let's talk about lipsticks. So she launched her Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks, or lip colors, and I ended up buying 3. Originally I bought 2, and then I bought a 3rd one. So these are different from the other lipsticks I've tried from her. They are more sheer. The other ones are her velvet lipsticks, which I have 3 of those as well. And these are more sheer, and they're not matte. They're more of a satin, I guess, finish. I wouldn't even call them a satin. But they're not matte, but they're not like a cream. I don't know. So I bought 3. Let me talk about the formula really quickly. So, the Luxuriously Lucent Lip Color is a semi-sheer coverage lipstick with a satin finish. So I guess she calls it a satin. So I guess that's right. It delivers with one swipe, or you can build the color to create a more radiantly polished look. This ultra-modern, comfortable, and luxuriously... Oh my god, I can't speak. This ultra-modern, comfortable, and luxurious texture feels smooth, light, and pleasurable on the lips. And I definitely agree with that. So I do like to build up the color a little bit. One swipe, it's a little sheer for me. But I agree that they feel really light on the lips. I thought... I applied it and I thought that, you know, shortly after it had worn away. I was like, I don't feel anything on my lips. I'm sure it's worn away. I look in the mirror and it's still there. So I wouldn't say they have as good of longevity as her velvet lipsticks, but they do have decent longevity. So let me see. I did do product shots, so I guess I don't have to show it. But so the first shade I got is Dance Card. It is a pink peachy coral hue inspired by the lipsticks of the late 50s and early 60s in Lisa's vintage makeup collection. One for the prom queens everywhere and those in search of a bit of nostalgic charm. So yeah, this is just a really nice, pretty, subdued peachy coral. Like, it's not super bright, which I kind of appreciate because it makes it, I hate the word wearable, but it's not as bold. And sometimes I struggle wearing bold lipsticks because I typically go bold on the eyes. I kind of, well, for me, this is subdued. I typically go bold on the eyes, like, you know, bright greens, blues, purples. So sometimes I struggle wearing bright lipsticks because I just feel like it clashes. I know there's no rules, but I don't personally, on me, like wearing a bold lip and a bold eye. So this being a little bit more of a subdued peachy coral, I really love. So the next shade I got is Spirited Away, and I was between this one and Painterly, and I kind of wish I got, I mean, I like the shade, but I kind of wish I got Painterly after watching Peculiar Lane's video. But I really like this one as well. So this Spirited Away is a very modern rosewood which traverses the color spectrum from brown to red to pink with a warm toned underscoring, enhancing natural lip tone with a touch of vibrancy to make the whites of your eyes brighter and your whole face pop with a healthy glow. This is just a really nice rosy neutral. It's really like a warm rose neutral. It's very beautiful and definitely a go-to everyday shade for me. And the last one that I picked up is Rose Official. And Rose Official is an alluringly classic blue-based light to warm medium rose pink. One swipe gives a barely there look or build to a voluptuously chic rose pout. And I ended up picking this one in my second order because I have so many warm lipsticks that when I do something cool toned like a blue or a purple, I always feel like I just don't have the right lipstick for that look. So I thought getting like a blue-based rose color would go really well with those lipsticks, and I have to say I made the great decision. I am very happy with that decision, and I really like this lipstick formula. I think I like the Velvet Blur, or not the Velvet Blurs, just the Velvets a little bit more just because they're a little longer lasting and more opaque on the lips. But this is a really nice formula for like summertime. It's very light, it's very moisturizing, and I don't think you could go wrong with it. I do wish I picked up Painterly. Last time I checked it was in stock. And I was like, do I? Free shipping? And then I was like, you don't need more lipstick. And then the lipsticks retail for $36. Okay, moving on to the Gloss Embraces. So I have 4 of these because one of them I got in a lip kit from her fall launch. and it was one of my favorite formulas, so I decided to pick up 3 shades this go around, and these retail for $25. So the description of this formula is: embellish your lips with a smooth, non-sticky veil of color while simultaneously replenishing them with nourishing oils and butters. This clever multitasking formulation functions as a light to medium and medium to high pigment gloss depending on the shade, and an instant restoring treatment, cushioning the lips with emollient hydrators and leaving them soft as silk. It's a gloss and lip care hybrid with key lip care ingredients including wild mango kernel butter, acai berry oil, sunflower seed oil, and vitamin E oil. So very nourishing, very hydrating. It's kind of like a lip oil, but like more, it's like a thicker because it's got the butters in them. I love these. I think they're really good. One critique I have to say is, okay, so the shade I got in the fall launch is Muse, and I love the applicator on this. I love the shape of it, which you'll probably see, but let me just, in case I didn't show it. Ooh, that's a lot of product on the wand. I love the shape of this wand just for applying on the lips, and this one, Muse from the fall launch, is very, very soft. I will say the 3 I picked up from this launch, I don't know if it was a supply issue. It's the same applicator, but it's a little more scratchy. So I don't love that, but it's something that I can look past because it's only for a moment and then the product's on your lips. So let me describe the colors to you, and I will overlay the swatches. So I'll describe the first one that I bought last year. So this is Muse, and it is an immaculate smoky rosewood, the classic neutral pinky brown shade every woman should have in her collection. If this were a perfume, the top note would be rose, the heart notes would be cedar and saffron, and the base notes would be woods and musks. So that's interesting. And then I bought Go Lightly, and this is an insanely pretty salmon pink coral shade inspired by one of the shades in Lisa's vintage collections, which I believe is the Audrey Hepburn shade. She also had a lipstick of this, but she didn't relaunch it. Redolent of the early 1960s Hollywood. The addition of subtle modern pink and golden pearls make the shade truly wearable and flattering for all. I do really like this. It is a nice bright coral, but again, it's not too overpowering. And then one thing to add is that this one does have the pearl in it, so it's got more of a shine to, not a shine because they're glosses, but like there's a pearl to it. Like you can see it's not glitter, but there's just like a glow to it, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Next we've got Songbird, and this is described as a light beige putty pink inspired by the 60s songstresses like Françoise Hardy and Jane Birkin, exactly as understated Beguilian, and in, oh my god, I feel like I'm reading a different language. Exactly as understated Beguilian, and insouciant as you might imagine. I butcher that. I don't know what those words mean. And lastly, we have Affair, which is similar to one of her velvet lipsticks that I bought last year, and I knew I had to get it because I love that lipstick. It is the gloss that I'm wearing right now. I did all the lip swatches already, and I was like, I need to just put on the gloss and hydrate my lips. So this is described as an earthy, soft caramel brown with an easygoing, cool girl vibes. This wonderfully sticky toffee shade has a neutral, warm, golden undertone, which I agree, and I think it looks very, very beautiful, and I love these glosses. I would say they're one of my favorite things from the range just because they give your lips a nice color, but they're very hydrating and they wear down beautifully. They're very long wearing, and when they do wear away, they just leave like a nice hydration to the lips. So if you have dry lips, you cannot go wrong with the Gloss Embraces. They're very, very nice. And then, yeah, I am really happy with everything I've tried so far. Obviously, I haven't used everything extensively, but so far I've used everything. Like, well, I haven't used all the shades more than once, but I've used 2 of the shades and I have loved them so far. I've used the lipsticks multiple times and I love them. The glosses, I mean, assuming that all the other colors are the same as Muse, I still love them. And then I've used the Elevated Glow a few times and I really, really love it as well. So I'm definitely happy with my purchase. And yeah, like I said, if you're interested in the blushes, she said she's restocking these. So I would say pick one up if you're interested. Pick up the shade that you think would work best on your skin tone. Lisa also has really, really in-depth videos on these products, so be sure to check out her channel. They're definitely a little bit of a splurge, but I think worth it for me. I really enjoy using them. Alright guys, so those are my final thoughts on the new Lisa Eldridge launch. I am really happy with my purchase. Let me know if you picked anything up from the launch, or if you're planning on checking out any of the products if they restock, like the blushes. I don't know if the other things are going to restock, but let me know down below, or if you've picked some up, let me know what you got and what your thoughts are. I would love to hear them. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you like down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!